Oh, I hate when there's shadowing on this side, but that's the way it goes because, I don't have a ring light and I'm probably not going to get one. So just when I was getting ready to end my channel, that was my idea. I was going to finish all the wig videos because I got one more package of wigs coming, and then I was basically going to explain that I'm done. But then then I make a, you don't realize that what you're saying is politically charged. And whenever you say the current administration, and I don't care what side of the aisle a person is on, I don't care what side of the aisle I'm on. Actually, I would like to declare myself an independent here on forward, but I am registered as a Republican so I could vote in the primaries. Now I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to think about that and I'll let you know later. But olive oil, that's her username. And I just would like to say from the beginning that the olive oil, which, you're identifying with in your username, she was scrawny, ugly, and annoying. So I assume those were the points you wanted to make about yourself. Now that's hateful. So she says, what a cheerful, positive channel. Clearly, she's never been to my channel before, or he, depending on, the coward that they tend to be, because they never use their real names. And then they go around and, insult people. Cheerful and positive. You got the wrong channel, person. So I had said I was age disabled and poverty stricken. And olive oil says that I'm depressed, bitter, and hateful also. So I listened to that video about the USA treating seniors, disabled, and poverty stricken like poo. So I listened to it and, I didn't get that out of it. Depressed? Well, there are days when I realize what I can't do physically, it makes me really sad, yeah. Because, you're kind of like stuck in your apartment, and that's no fun. I went yesterday to my son's house for Father's Day. I could only stay a couple hours. I had to leave. I was in so much pain, and the recliner didn't help, and I laid down on a bed for a while, and did that make me sad? Yeah. But depressed, that's a medical issue. I don't believe I have that. Bitter? Bitter. Let me look that up in Webster's dictionary because I'm not sure about that. Hateful? If talking about a current administration seems to you as hateful, I would talk against it no matter who was leading. I mean, when an administration is clearly anti-American and pro-war, pro-spending on everyone but its own people, I'm going to say something. I usually don't. I tried to keep it a politically free zone, but maybe I'll go in that direction. I've always wanted to, but then, I start getting complaints and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, so what did I want to say? Doobie-doobie-doo. I wanted to say, let me tell you what I really think about Washington, D.C. This is a rant against D.C. So we got two sides of the aisle. We've got the rhinos and maybe a couple of pseudo-Republicans. I don't really know where they're coming from at this point in time. Time tells. And then we have the Democrat ultra-liberal side, which is scary, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I did vote Democrat in the Mondale, was it Ferraro? Mondale Ferraro. Remember, Mondale had a female VP way back when? I voted for them. I thought, I was young and stupid and believed what they were saying. But, here's a fact of the matter. The problems we have today were the problems we had in years before, and I've never seen either side of the aisle resolve any of it. Am I wrong? Are we more prosperous than ever? We just lost our petrodollar designation with the Arabs. We're screwed, guys. You think you'd see inflation now? You just wait to see inflation. I'm sorry, I know. Save the earth. I got it. Nobody else is saving the earth. What are we doing? Not drilling. Now, I don't believe in all of drilling aspects. There's this stuff where they like wash the sand and destroy entire mountains. I don't like that. But I'm talking about direct drilling. You're going to have oil spills anyway. Do you drive a car? Do you take a bus? Do you call an Uber? Then you need oil products, okay? You need them. Do you buy lotion in a plastic bottle? Do you buy foods in plastic wrapping? It's all petroleum, guys. What do we do with that? I didn't ask them to make plastics. When I was a kid, you had glass. That's right, glass. But oh, that's not profitable enough. Do I think politicians should fix the world? No. I wish we could close down Washington, D.C. and go state to state. Let the states decide their own fates. Okay, and then you have well, that's not fair because some states are poor and some states are rich and blah, 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 blah. Nothing's fair, guys. It's not fair that I can't get to my trash chute because I don't have a scooter because Biden's administration is giving $30,000 Visa cards to illegals streaming over the border. Millions. Millions are being taken care of. But our people can eat dirt. Okay? That's my gripe. I don't like it. It's my humble opinion that they should rid themselves of these illegals, send them on home, and up senior food stamps. I was denied LIHEAP. Well, not yet, because I still have some left over. I'm very careful with my electric, but boy, is it going up now. I went from $45 a couple months ago to $87 this latest bill, and they're just taking out of the deduction for the credit that I have from LIHEAP. And believe me, I'm very grateful for what I get. Yeah. And I'm grateful for the other seniors in here who won't be stifling in the heat. I hear we're going to have record heat this summer. No. Yes. Anyway, oh, heat's rough on me, guys. But back to politics. It's not just politics, guys. It's life and living here on this planet and in this country. It's maddening, all right? It's maddening. I'm waiting on a grocery delivery from Walmart, and I'm looking at what I got, and I'm like, all right, how many meals can I make out of this toilet paper? Because I don't see a lot else on this list. I'm looking at my list, and I'm like, what am I going to eat? Bread? I guess so. Bread and toilet paper. I need the toilet paper. I better not eat that. Maybe paper towel. Maybe I'll go outside and get the leftovers that lady leaves for the turtle. Out there with my cane in a bag. She puts it out and I go and gather it. And geez, believe me, people watch out their windows and all hell would break loose. She stole the turtle's food. Seniors. Okay, we're back to being serious. I don't know. I can't be serious. Whenever I think of Washington, D.C., I can never really be serious. It's just so pathetic. It's almost laughable. I'm very glad to be living in a state that realizes that the Fed is not the ultimate authority. It's supposed to be the state that has the ultimate authority. But then, of course, the federal government has a lot of money, ours, and they can sue you till, you know, if you don't have billions of dollars, you might as well give up and let them win. So that's one problem with the government. They have too much money. And if these cases that they're always putting out there had to be paid out of their pocket, you wouldn't see so many of this, congressional bullcrap going on, would you? No. So I think that's a really great thing that maybe we should get on legislation. First, I think lobbyists should be outlawed. I think it's wrong. They pay off both sides of the aisle and to get what they need. I was talking to somebody through email about this recent research on xylitol, and I said to her, research is a dirty game, and she already knows that because she works in the medical profession. I said, research is a dirty game. If somebody wants to direct a narrative about something, and let's say, for instance, Sanofi, which is a pharmaceutical company that puts out mouthwash and other oral products, they don't like xylitol. Gee, I wonder why. And they had a hand in funding that research recently that xylitol may. They don't say does, because then they could have lawsuits. It may cause. Okay. So, I don't know. Dr. Ellie has been taking it for 20 years, and she looks pretty good to me for an older woman, but she looks way better than I do, and I think she's older than me, but she doesn't have that little apron thing across her neck. I have very soft skin, and therefore it just is going south for the winter or the summer. Yeah, so what else do I want to talk about? Infrastructure and the grid. Holy moly. Let's take some of this crazy war dollars and let's fix our bridges, like one that just collapsed recently. And how about the electric grid? We're prime for serious failure. China could, or Russia, could take it right out, and we're going to go back to the Stone Age. So, how about that? What else? What other problems do we have in this country? Homelessness. That's a toughie. I don't know how you solve it with all the drugs coming in over the borders. And, we never talk about the northern border. That's also an issue, but nobody talks about that one. So drugs come in here. People that are hopeless or mentally ill start taking the drugs because it gives them relief. And then what do you know? They start living in boxes, under bridges, in tents, on the side of the road. The war against drugs. Whatever happened to that? Wasn't that a Republican thing? The war against drugs? Like, what were they against? The drugs not coming in over the border? Because that's what it looks like to me. They lost that war. And then, so homelessness is a real issue. You got severe mental illness with no money set aside to try to help these people. We have homelessness abounding and severe drug use, and then other people's lives and their businesses being ruined because of the people that are homeless. And most of them, I think, or maybe half of them, I'm not sure. I've watched various videos. They're sick. They're drug addicted. They need help. Some, though, were, working, doing well, and then their rent went up 3 times the price. But their pay didn't. No. As a matter of fact, with the recent increase in California for pay, 10,000 jobs were lost. How many more are going to be lost? Or are they just going to not hire because, hey, we better just run this ourselves? I don't know. We got problems in this nation, and I don't care who you put in charge. They all suck, okay? I liked Vivek Ramaswamy. That's who I wanted. Now, I don't know what to do, I talked to Michael about JFK Jr., and he said, Mom, the guy speaks with a forked tongue. Years ago, they have him saying this and that about the Second Amendment. Now he says he's not against guns. He said, years ago, he said this and that about something, and now he's changed his mind. Has he? Has he? I don't know. But I might not vote in this round, which is another problem because, you feel sorry for your children. You feel sorry for your grandchildren. You feel sorry for yourself. And so you say to yourself, I got to do something. I got to try, I was all for Ron Paul. He's more of a libertarian. And what I saw at the Maine convention made me so sick. I never wanted to vote again after that. I was a delegate, and dirty, the Republicans, dirty. I was stunned. I was so stunned. What did they want? Mitt Romney? Talk about a sickening SOB, okay? I'm sorry, but that guy makes me sick. He doesn't know what side of the aisle he's on. So get out of the frickin' aisle and go home. Still, he makes comments. Anyway, I'm hateful to both sides. So I'd say I'm an equal opportunity hater. And I guess I would go for bitterness too. But I'm not depressed. I'm sorry, I'm not depressed. Sure, I'm sad about my mobility issues, but I'm working on that. Yeah. So, olive oil, you're on a slippery slope. Get it? Olive oil, slippery. Yeah. This is my channel, and you can go pound sand. So, yeah. You don't have to ever come back here, by the way. But if you want to leave another comment, I just love needling my haters, my trolls. It's so much fun. It brings me joy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.